taking me south in parked cars.
And welcome to Two Drink Minimum Episode 1, Moonshine from a Mason Jar. I am your host, Gabriel Schaefer from Mortal Machine Gallery.
My name is Chris True, host of the Open Mic from Hell, and we are stoked. We are in the French Quarter with two of my favorite New Orleanians, and we're going to drink something that's a little crazy to me and a little less crazy than the two of you, because we're doing Moonshine today, and y'all are some West Virginia people over here.
Well, this is true.
Yeah, actually, not just West Virginians. We're from the exact same town.
Correct.
In West Virginia.
Parkersburg,
yeah.
West Virginia.
And how many towns total are there in West Virginia?
I guess you'd have to define town. Technically, it's a city. It's a whole city.
It is. Was it like 100,000-ish?
Oh, that's very generous.
I forget.
It is
Yeah,
currently
it's been a
like
while.
29,000 people.
Troy, you've been to West Virginia?
It felt big.
Never.
But the valley's bigger.
Never.
Well, so talk to me about this Moonshine, because we're going to start off the episode with a drink. But I want to know what this is. I want to know what you're
Emily,
making.
you brought this from
Allegedly.
Hurricane, was it?
Allegedly. Yeah.
This is allegedly from Hurricane?
This is from a still in Hurricane, which is spelled hurricane for, non-West Virginians. Actually, a first responder made that. That's like a first responder batch. So we've got apple cinnamon.
Like a hero?
Apple cinnamon. Yes.
Probably.
Or a victim.
You will.
Confident.
Yeah.
A victim.
You may
Your
want to
shirt
also
will be
see
off
EMTs.
and you will be beating your chest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Well, I do that with my morning smoothie, so I was going to do that no matter what,
This is smooth, though. This is like some of the smoothest
Well, and
moonshine I've
it's
had.
for folks at home that are not aware of what's in the contents of that, or the contents of that jar. We've got, it looks like a slice of apple and a couple cinnamon sticks. So it's an apple cinnamon is what we are assuming in terms of the flavor that we're about to drink. Let's get into it and do this.
Yeah, I'm going to have more questions. I know my guy Troy is going to have a bunch of questions here, too, because people like us, we don't do moonshine.
Right.
This is my first time doing this.
Yeah, I've had water from a jar, but never actual moonshine from a jar. So I can't wait.
So let's do this, because then, we're going to have more questions here. So do you shoot it? Do you sip it? What's going on?
Well, you can sip it.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot it and get it over with.
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna shoot it.
Like
only
a man.
because
I'm shoot it like a man.
But this is very smooth. You could totally sip this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
well, happy episode number 1, Gabe. Congratulations. The vision coming to life. Here we are in
buddy.
studio
Here's
right
to
now.
Hurricane, West Virginia.
Yes.
And our first responders.
Got an art gallery owner, some comedians, and a disgraced podcaster in the building.
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
An allegedly disgraced podcaster.
Oh, you can.
It depends
you could
on who
shoot
you
that
ask.
all night long.
Oh, I sipped it. I forgot to shoot it.
Yeah. Do what you want.
Do
I'm
what
a
you
sip
like, baby,
I'm gonna
but
sip it.
that is smooth.
That's really
Yeah.
good. So this is like candy. This
Definitely.
feels like. So I lean towards this type of drink. Like I'm the one my friends make fun of me for getting the like drinks with bright colors and stuff. Like I love a daiquiri. This feels like a renegade daiquiri almost.
Yeah, but as somebody who does like a Cosmopolitan or a French 75, like the fruity kind of colorful drinks are deceptive. They will get you.
I think this should
messed
be
up.
a dessert cocktail at Cheesecake Factories when people want to turn up.
Can you put moonshine in a daiquiri?
Can you put
got
moonshine in a
that.
daiquiri? Troy wants to know.
Can you put moonshine in a daiquiri?
Ooh.
I think you can do anything you want.
This
It is
New
corn
Orleans.
liquor, so I don't know if daiquiri has a certain specifier of what constitutes a daiquiri.
I don't think the people who make daiquiris are following the same rules as like the Kentucky bourbon or like all these like hardcore, like it's not champagne if it's not from Champagne, France. I think daiquiri
Like purity
people,
laws,
I
yeah.
think daiquiri people are like, put whatever is in that bucket in this machine and then turn it on.
Oh, yeah.
But what is in it? Is it Everclear? What's in a daiquiri?
I think all daiquiris have some Everclear in them for sure.
I just drink them. I don't ask for the ingredients.
Well, the purple drink, right, at Lafitte's is Everclear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So wait, is the Hairy Buffalo then essentially a sibling of daiquiris?
I don't know what that is.
How? Well, I thought I don't know if it's just from a certain part of the country, but I thought in West Virginia, or at least definitely in Ohio, a Hairy Buffalo party was basically it'd be a cooler that was just full of fruit juices and liquors, and then always Everclear was a big part of that too.
And this is a hairy buffalo.
That's what it was
party?
called. Yeah.
So, like-
it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away from me, but yes. Yeah, like Ohio in my like early 20s, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
I never
Have you
heard of
that?
it. No, I never heard of that.
Well, I love
Okay,
it.
are we gonna have a hairy buffalo episode? Where
Apparently,
do
we
this?
might need to have a hairy buffalo
Got
party.
to interview a hairy buffalo for real.
Yeah, for
Gotta
sure.
get hairy
Well, I have a lot in common with a hairy buffalo. You know, my brother. Emily, so talk to us a little bit about your background. You have one of the most fun and wild backgrounds of anyone that I've met in the French Quarter. By the way, we met totally randomly.
That's not good.
We met randomly. But that's not good. I think
Like
it's
that.
good.
There are some characters out here.
There are some.
I think you might be
characters.
upselling me a bit here.
But I also think very highly of you. And I say that's how I talk about people that I like. To me, those are all compliments.
Sure. I don't think I've met some people that I would love to know what their backstory is, but I'm afraid to get too close to ask them these questions.
Okay, well, we're about to get into yours.
Okay.
Before that, though, I want to touch on. But I met Emily in a very funny way. It was right before the hurricane was shutting everything down around here, and we were both trying to get into the same coffee shop,
Yeah.
and it was closed. And then you were like, "Get in my car. We'll go to this one." And you did not know who I was. I did not
No.
know who
Crazy.
you were. And I got in your car, and we like went out for coffee together as the city was shutting down.
Yeah, I saw you like enter the door and immediately exit, and I rolled the window down. I was like, "They're closed, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Get in. We're going to the next one." And he just got in my car.
And in a very short amount of time, we talked about comedy and literature and what you're about to say right now.
Yeah. So I'm like a cancellation survivor, I guess.
Shout out.
Yes. Yeah.
I think
yeah.
you got 4 cancellation survivors right here,
I
or a
f-
future survivor.
Well,
I'm
yes,
just 50 is what it
if
becomes.
if you need a cancellation coach, you let me know
All
when
right,
it
bet.
happens.
All
I got you.
right. All right, cool.
Yeah, I kind of accidentally did a hit podcast in true crime that was a local case where Gabe and I are from that has all the perfect ingredients for conspiracy theory, which true crime demographic loves. A lot of middle-aged white women apparently love conspiracy theories. So
Sound like a good audience. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
and now I've got this. There we go. Friend. But yeah, so I followed the facts, told them, unfortunately agreed with law enforcement, not a popular opinion, to have, and got canceled. And then naturally, as things progress, I became an exotic dancer.
Yes.
Yes, the podcaster to stripper pipeline.
So the stripping was not part of your life before the podcast.
No, I had bartended very briefly in Morgantown near WVU at a strip club, and I always watched the girls on pole. I was like, man, wish I could do all this crazy stuff.
Turns out,
You can.
Turns
Okay.
out I'm actually better than they were too. Not
I hear
to,
that.
yeah. We're doing some Cirque du Soleil bullshit over there. We really are. Yeah. Your joints age it's like a dog thing. For every year that you strip, your joints age 7 years.
Like a pro wrestler.
yeah, a cauliflower ear.
No, I actually had turf toe for 2 months.
What?
Probable for the next
Which,
dance.
If I ever meet Patrick Mahomes, we'll have something to talk about other than Taylor Swift. He's also a turf toe survivor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What is that the craziest injury you've had during while dancing that you want to talk about on camera right now?
I dislocated my shoulder in
Dancing?
December. Yeah. But I'm hypermobile, I think. So
In
it's pretty
mid-dance?
easy to pull my stuff out of socket. On pole. I didn't realize
brutal.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was lower than I was, and I went to push the floor to spin, and I just pulled my shoulder out, and then it went
What song was playing when that happened?
definitely something AC/DC. So good soundtrack to dislocate shoulders too. Major joints.
What about you guys? What's been your biggest injury at a strip club?
Bankruptcy.
I'm about to see my wallet.
Gabe?
And I come in broke. I don't.
You come in broke.
I walk in broke.
You come in asking for favors.
Right.
We're always hiring.
Okay. Now I'm not about to tell my ACL to ACDC. I tell you that. I tell you that.
You never been like harmed by a stripper? Because it's fairly common.
I did used to think a stripper liked me, but she just wanted my money. So that hurt my feelings. But
Just hurt feelings.
Hurt feelings, yeah.
Gravity's real, my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Troy, you do stand-up comedy here in New
Yes,
Orleans.
I
That's
do.
how I know you. I've known you for a very long time.
Very.
For a while there.
Before I was legal. I hope I can say that without getting you in trouble. But
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
You were one of the original like young guns of comedy. You were 17,
18.
18, doing shows at the Comedy Theater I used to run, doing shows everywhere, and you just never stopped. You just never stopped doing it. And now I know you look 40, but you're actually.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're 25.
I'm 25 years old.
25 years old, and you're welcome, by the way. Sorry. But like you never stopped.
Facts.
You never stopped doing comedy, and you've had so much success since. And now you're like traveling. You're doing little mini tours.
Yeah,
hitting up
trying
festivals.
to. Just trying to stay busy.
Yeah.
I love doing comedy. Like I said, I've been doing it since I was 18, and I don't plan on stopping no time soon, especially when I got friends like you. So I appreciate it,
Yeah. What's been some of the like highlights of a seven-year career so far?
And I'm not just saying that because you have me here, but definitely the Joy Theater. Definitely performing at the Joy Theater. You presented me the opportunity, and I had a good set that night. And I, seeing what comedy could be for me in the future, and that's really still a highlight of my career. Even though I shot a taping or a special that I self-produced, but Joy Theater, I don't have nothing topping the Joy Theater, my Joy Theater experience as of right now.
Hell yeah, that was Hell Yes Fest 2024.
Yep, and I think that was 23.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, we about to do another Hell Yes Fest.
About to do another Hell Yes Fest.
In
That's
October. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, incredible. I love that. I love that.
You said 17 the first time you got on stage?
18.
18. That's young.
Yeah.
Were you just like always into stand-up?
I was
As a
always the
kid?
class clown. I won class clown in high school, and all throughout high school, people kept telling me you need to be a comedian. So I wasn't good at nothing else. So I was just like, I'm gonna just reach out to who I can reach out to. I knew a couple public figures in New Orleans, so I reached out to whoever I need to reach out to, and I got my first stage time. Went on stage for the first time.
That's so young.
Yeah.
I love that.
Gabe, how old were you when you first started making art?
I was like a baby. Because my mom had me in like a sling in her studio from the time I was like born. So there was actually a friend of the family whose father was a big part of my mom's career, and actually their family was a part of my career when it got started too. But he had been messing around. His dad passed away about a year or 2 years ago, and within the last year and a half, and so they were going through this giant storage warehouse unit, processing all this stuff, and this guy had unearthed a painting I had done when I was in like, dude, I was probably like, I don't know, like 12 or 13.
Do you remember
or
what the
whatever.
painting was?
She sent me a picture of it, and I hadn't seen it since I was, obviously like a little kid, but I remember that his dad had actually bought that painting off of me. That one of the first paintings I ever sold, and I'd forgotten, was that painting his dad bought off me. And I was like 12, 13 or whatever. And when I looked at it, I was able to see it looked like shit that my mom paints, and that, her hero, Thornton Dial, was a really incredible African-American painter from Alabama. I was basically just imitating those two artists, but I was like 12. But I wasn't thinking of it as a career. I always wanted to be a writer and wanted to make film. And then I ended up doing the whole dumb shit of getting into a band in high school, and I was in a band until like my mid-20s. So I didn't think about making a living.
What was the name of the band?
Wait,
I had a few of them.
Can we guess the name of the band?
By all means.
Okay, I'll go first. My first guess is Stone Slayers Anonymous.
Ooh, that's good.
Good.
Stoned like ED or Stone Slayers?
Wait, is one of those the actual name of your band?
No, but I just wanted to.
I feel we should have asked. Was it punk? Was it like a little punk band? What was it?
Well, no, we're talking about like I graduated in '93, so it was being influenced by heavy music at that point, So like Tool and Deftones and stuff like that. I was really into at 18. Yeah, but am I supposed to tell you the first
Okay, was that
band's
close
name?
at all?
The first band I was in was named Kill Whitey.
Kill Whitey?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then we
That was
turned.
the name of Troy's comedy special, actually.
Well, you know what it was too, though, was that Ice Cube was really big at that point too, and so Ice Cube had like the Death Certificate album, and I was coming off '93. I was like '92, '93. That was like you were like in high school seeing like the LA riots, and so race stuff was something that you were really like mindful of, maybe like communicating about.
Were you the only white person in the band?
I had my guitarist was Mexican, and then the drummer
You need to
was
understand
like a
where we're
hyper
from.
You're right.
I don't think you could.
I don't.
Well, yeah, we were in West Virginia, and this is 92, 93.
The better question is to ask if there was anyone that wasn't white in the band. And I'm shocked that there was.
There was yeah, my
Okay.
guitarist was
Yeah,
Mexican.
or in a 5-mile radius of where you did your music.
Yeah. And then Columbus, it was Dolly is Not Crazy, which is a much safer concept. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Troy, if you had a band, what would you call it?
If I had a band, what would I call it?
Yeah, you're the front man. You're the front man. You're the face of this band. You got to answer right now.
I gotta
Kill Whitey.
answer.
Kill Whitey.
Yeah, well, I'd be a
sick name, right?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
It's a tribute
Yeah,
band.
ain't nothing better than that. Ain't-
Nothing better than that.
Not right now. I ain't gonna lie. I thought your name of the band was gonna be the Stepsons. I don't know why that first came to my mind.
I was thinking
name.
something like that too, where it's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
multiple of something.
The
I have
Thes
a
didn't
great one.
start until, that whole The thing didn't start until like 6-7 years later. There's a
The
trend.
Beatles, Gabe.
Well, there was The Beatles, but you know.
The
what I mean.
Rolling Stones, Gabe.
The Beatles, which is possibly the worst name of a band of all time,
Why you say that?
because it's a pun. It's beat, like beat as in like beat. It's Beatles. But actually, I've gotten into many like late night bar arguments about this, where people talk about like comedians who want to name their shows crazy things, or improv groups who want to have these like crazy names. It's like people do not care what the name is if it's good, because
Right.
the Beatles is possibly the worst pun in the history of popular music, and no one talks about it.
Because they make great music.
Because everyone's like, no, that's the Beatles. We love them. But it's, could you imagine if that happened right now? If someone had to name the Beatles, they would get absolutely dragged. It's like our beloved New Orleans Saints. It's like one of the worst possible names for a team. If that team was brand new and they came out today as the Saints, people would hate it. But because they've been around forever, it's like, no, that's our Saints.
Yeah.
It's our Beatles. It's a bad name.
Yeah. I came up with a great one the other day. My friend actually has in her notes app like a list of, and it's like 30, 40 band names. But I just found out about what a Shabbat elevator is.
I don't know
What?
what that is.
Shabbat elevator. See, okay, well, deep cut. Okay, no, but Shabbat elevator, like great band name. But like Orthodox Jews that practice Shabbat, like they keep Shabbat, they don't use
Shabbat?
electricity like on Shabbat from Friday evening to Saturday evening. You don't know? Okay, this is a deep cut. But they have like a special elevator because they can't press a button. That's like one of the rules of like Jewish laws, that you can't like turn on and off electricity. So a Shabbat elevator stops on every floor automatically, so that you can get on and off without needing to like press a button. And it's like a whole thing. It only runs like, it's set on a timer. It knows that the elevator knows that it's Friday to Saturday evening. So there's like special, and like in like New York, you're gonna see them. In Israel, they're gonna have them, of course, like places where there's a large Jewish population. So like the secondary elevator is usually a Shabbat elevator, so that they can like keep Shabbat.
I think I heard of a church song that used the word Shabbat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I think you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Producer Steve
Shabbat.
knows
Yeah,
what he's
yeah.
talking about.
That's what
Yeah.
I meant.
Okay.
So like Shabbat is like the Sabbath. Like,
Is that the same
yeah.
thing we talking about? Oh, not at all.
He's-
Okay.
Not at all.
right.
Not the same thing. Anyways, Shabbat elevator.
But anyway, this is the name of a band.
Yes, and like their hit would be like, "What goes up must come down."
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why they couldn't just say that? Okay.
Yeah.
What goes up, what goes down. Also, great rules in stripping and comedian.
Yes.
Stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Right. What goes up must come down.
Yeah.
right?
You didn't answer the question too.
What was my question?
What your worst injury was in the strip club?
Oh my, that was a while ago. You're like one of those
I
deadheads.
wanna know.
You're bringing the song back, are you?
Wallet,
I have not
feelings?
had any injuries. I've only paid tuitions. Yeah, no, I've
Stripper tuitions.
I have, yeah. Well, tuitions for women, yeah, and ladies, yeah.
It's a scholarship program.
I love dancers. I mean, living in the quarter has really broadened my appreciation of the stripper community for sure. Yeah, they're my favorite women, honestly, in New Orleans.
Flies.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I same here, and I have gotten to know a handful of strippers, and one of my favorite things that you specifically have taught me, Emily, I would love for you to go off on this, but I love what you taught me about the whole concept of the first to know about a recession.
Yeah, the stripper index.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please.
This is, and it's funny. I just saw some discourse about this online, like last night or this morning. Yeah, we are a luxury expense, and so when the economy starts to turn and people start tightening their wallets, it's one of the first things to go. You know, it's the same with like I don't have any nails done right now, which is also a recession indicator maybe for a dancer. But I actually do that so I can punch customers without breaking my nail bed. Speaking of injuries in the strip club, you don't know. You might have to punch someone.
Have you ever had to?
No, I have arm barred a customer before though on
Like
stage.
with arm bar.
Yeah, like I did jujitsu for a little while, and so he.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a submission type.
yeah. I grabbed him by the wrist and was working my way into an arm bar, and I was seething mad. And
While AC/DC is playing?
No, it was some other girl. It was probably Doja Cat. So the bouncer was like, "Don't touch her," and then I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm assaulting this guy. He came back the next night, and I was like, "Do you remember when I assaulted you last night?" And he was like, "Vaguely, but I probably deserved it." And I was like, "Yeah, you did, but no hard feelings. It's just business."
Boy, probably
and then he
came with
handed
that
me
arm
a
bar.
20.
That's why he came back. He came, so he had to come back for another arm bar.
He was learning things about himself. He was learning new things.
That
But
man
yeah,
is somewhere right now telling someone that his fetish is getting arm barred.
so I had a guy 2 nights ago that I think tan lines are a thing. I'm gonna attribute that to men's pornography addiction. But I got burnt the other day, and I did a VIP room, and the guy was running his hands, and he could feel the heat coming off the sunburn, and he was like, "I just learned something about myself. I think I have a sunburn fetish."
A sunburn fetish.
Yeah,
It needs a better name.
it
needs a
does.
better
Do you
name.
have one?
A burn victim?
Will you drink that? All this talk about the strip club's making me want to drink.
Me too.
All right, it's round 2. More moonshine. First round, nice and smooth and simple. No injuries. We're all just curious. Me and Troy curious for more. Y'all just want moonshine all the time. I can just tell. Y'all are. This is like old hats.
Fiending for.
Yeah.
We have things in our DNA. It's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Unspeakable cravings.
Well, shall we? Round 2, second half of the podcast. Someone kick us off. Are we toasting to anything here?
Yeah, we need to toast to injuries in the strip club of the financial kind.
Oh yes, to financial injuries.
I endorse
yes.
that. Yeah.
Cheers. Oh man, that is very dangerously desserty.
You should eat one of those apples, Gabe.
Is that a tradition? Do you eat the fruit in the moonshine?
If you want to have do you have anything you need to do today, the rest of the day?
Train my dog.
It could get really interesting.
What are you training your dog?
Well, I have a trainer, Chelsea, that you know, that's a mutual friend of ours that took this photograph from this photograph.
Okay.
Is training my pit bull, Vanna. So
Okay.
she comes every week for about an hour. Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I'm usually a little buzzed up from this show. Now I'm learning when I'm in the dog training. So I have to warn her at the beginning of the dog training sessions that, listen, I'm drunk.
Well, so this is basically just sat and
For a while, too.
I think that's from 2023.
Dang, I was about to say, I think I want one.
Troy,
What do you have to do today?
Yeah, I mean,
I
there's
have
two
nothing
of them
to
in
do.
You
there.
should
You
eat
can go
one.
for it. I bet you it's delicious.
I'm gonna definitely eat one before I leave.
I mean,
What's stopping you right now?
yeah.
Nothing. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
we want to.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm
really
about to say, can I
curious.
get a?
We want to see. I want to
with
see
my
this.
hand? Yeah, that's I get a fork or something.
I want to see this, Troy. I don't think I can do this. I'm teaching an improv class a little bit later on.
Even more reason to do it.
Nah.
Well, this is such a deceptive drink too.
If you want to
because
get
it's so
canceled again,
smooth.
then you can.
It is.
If you want to get canceled again, you might as well join me. But
Well, I
don't
think,
think
you
you
know,
want
the question is, if you've been canceled one time, can you? I think it just sticks, right?
can you
Like,
cancel out of
I don't
cancel?
think you can get canceled. It's not like, oh, the first time I got canceled. Like once you've been canceled, you're just
Has there-
eternally in like a state of
Has there anybody that has
Limbo.
bounced back from being canceled?
yeah, a lot of white men.
Yeah, I think people just keep going.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
also it depends on what you've been canceled for, I think, too.
Here we go. we got a fork.
Appreciate
There you go.
We got a fork. All right, Troy. I want to see you dig into this thing. Okay, so can we get some play-by-play over here? Because y'all done this before.
I have not eaten the fruit from a mason jar of moonshine. I've only eaten fruit from a giant cooler of hairy buffalo.
But is this like a rite of passage? Like I feel
It
like
actually, yeah, and now I feel like Gabe has to because I don't understand why he. So the thing about the fruit is it's sitting in there just soaking up the alcohol for 2 years.
It's good, too.
And yeah, but it's so deceptive. Like that will probably get you the most
Yeah, I got to get this.
intoxicated out of all of it.
Come on. That looks good.
I have eaten the fruit out of I'm from I lived in West Virginia a lot longer than Gabe.
this is what y'all do for breakfast.
Yeah, it's true. We have completely different ways of approaching our home.
Yeah, we have a very different relationship, I think, with.
with the
West Vir-
WV.
Yeah.
WV.
Yeah.
What do y'all call it for short? Does it have a nickname?
West Virginia.
West Virginia. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, can we talk about that more? Because I have this fascination with. I love when people really love where they're from, especially when it's a place that is
Fucking
not
good.
normally celebrated in a mainstream way, right? Like you go to somewhere, you say you're from New Orleans, and people are like, "Oh my God!" Or you say you're from Las Vegas, they're like, "Whoa, I know." They think they know all about that. You don't get a lot of that for like a town like a place like West Virginia or like Des Moines or whatever. But y'all's fascination with it, y'all's like love for it, it really speaks to me, even though I don't know anything about it personally.
I don't. Would you say you love it?
I was about to say, I've listened to you don't sound like you love it.
No, I do.
Wait, no. One of y'all don't sound like you love it.
It's not that I don't love it. It's just I'm grateful for being from there, but I don't really need to go back. Yeah, I'm cool.
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
I feel like very in my element when I'm there. But have you been to the mountains? It's like they call it like our little kind of it's almost heaven, West Virginia. I mean, that's the song.
Troy's
But
only
it's
seen
like that.
mountains in pictures.
Yes, that is true.
And you're from
No,
New
hold
Orleans.
up. I've been traveling a little. I've seen a mountain or two.
Yeah, like a large hill.
Yeah.
He's seen some hills.
Yeah, I've seen
It
some
is
hills.
flat here though, but in New Orleans it's funny because I encounter tourists all the time, and they're like, "But this is like a big city." I'm like, "No, it has a huge personality.
Right.
Its reputation precedes it." But West Virginia is not like that. It's got a terrible reputation. So you go and it's only up from there. It's like meeting me. Terrible reputation, but then when you meet me, like I'm kind of nice, and you're like, okay, she's all right.
And
That's West
something is
Virginia.
going up if you meet in a strip club. Something is going up from there.
Not flat.
Right.
I have I also went through a phase where I felt like that when I moved abroad. I moved abroad after high school and was a nanny in Europe,
Where you weren't like big on.
where I was like,
Home.
and I felt that way about the United States in general. And then the older I get, the more I think like rural America can be a really beautiful place to raise children.
Okay,
Like
go
it's
on.
a family,
I
or
get that.
yeah.
Well, I find this fascinating, your perspective, though, because we're both from Parkersburg. And it's like I've been in situations where there's been people that are from West Virginia in one room, and they're from different parts of the state. And the guy that's from like the southern part of the state's the drunkest and kind of acting the craziest. But like Parkersburg is so very specific in terms of just, I think that it was such a bizarre place to grow up for me. And the reason I was able to probably grasp, and the reason I was probably like a big fan of David Lynch, was because I sort of already grew up in something that was actually like that all the time. In terms of the characters that were in Parkersburg, the mental illness is just on full display in public. It's not performance art. It's just Parkersburg, in a lot of places. So,
As opposed to New Orleans.
well, here I think Parkersburg trained me for mental illness in public.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of the crazy stuff you see in New Orleans is not necessarily from people who are born and raised in New Orleans. I mean, some of it is,
Right.
But it's like you walk, like I love telling people from out of town where it's like they're like, y'all seem crazy. Y'all are always doing X, Y, Z, and it's like that's a lot of y'all coming to New Orleans and doing that. I mean,
Those are imported
we do
people.
this too, for sure. I'm not acting like we never do anything crazy, but it's just funny that it's like that's almost like the aerial shots of Bourbon Street during a giant event. It's like 90% of those people
From
are
out of
not
town.
from here.
Yeah.
What part of town are you from?
I'm from the Ninth Ward.
Okay. The question now is, I've been here enough. Then you ask, okay, what school? Not that it would mean anything to me. But
High
everybody identifies by, what high school they went to.
I went to Warren Easton.
Okay. As a transplant, that means nothing to me. But I'm at least, I've gotten to the point where I know that I should be like, oh, where'd you go to high school?
yeah, for sure.
That's how everybody seems to identify, what
Definitely.
pocket of.
The next step for you is to not say the second part. Just be like, oh, Warren Easton, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like as if you
No.
know what that is.
Yes. Sure.
You're like, great high school band.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Facts.
There's a 75% chance you can just respond to someone's high school and just say like,
Body band.
just be like, yeah, I love the band there. And they'll be like, yeah, it's a good band. Moving on, you're in the clear.
It's a safe, yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched, what's his name? Just for Us, Alex Edelman's special. And he's like the code word, essentially. This has hit me now, too. I've ceased to function.
Hell
How's your
yeah.
brain? I was going to bring it back to something, but I just watched that special. It was great. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's, yeah.
Okay,
It's
I
like
got
a-
Alex Edelman.
Yeah, Alex Edelman. It's like on HBO,
Okay,
and
nice.
he's grew up.
Troy doesn't have HBO.
Yeah, he grew up Orthodox
Right.
Jewish.
He doesn't know what that means either.
No, I know. We covered that with Shabbat Elevator. No, but he infiltrated a white supremacist nationalist meeting as a Jewish guy and sat there for over an hour just taking part in a Nazi meeting. And he did a whole stand-up special about it. It's incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it when I get HBO.
Yeah, we'll get you some HBO.
But he was essentially to get out of any situation, you just go can you believe it? It's such an ambiguous
Yeah.
Yeah, when
I know.
When y'all
Can you
watch
believe it?
this episode, put your login credentials in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can watch this
So I
special.
can
Share
watch
your
the
login.
special.
Please. And
I can get you hooked up, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And thank y'all for watching this episode. We are going to start to wrap up episode number 1 of 2 Drink Minimum. And I got to give an extra shout out to Troy and Gabe, who definitely took the minimum to heart on this episode.
Yeah.
Y'all ate pieces of fruit that have been chilling inside booze for years.
Yeah.
So good luck to you and the
delicious.
rest of your afternoon.
I'm ready to rock, baby. Yeah, let's train that dog.
Yeah.
Add at the end, we need an update in an hour of what these guys
All right,
look like.
bet.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
a FaceTime Chris.
Yeah. My phone doesn't work. Whoops,
Oh,
my phone doesn't work.
dang.
Yeah. Well, thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank
Emily,
you.
appreciate you for being a part of the podcast. Troy, thank you so much.
Thank y'all for having me again.
Yeah, let's keep doing our thing. Gabe, we did this. Episode 1 is
Ayo.
in the books.
And we're off.
And we're off.
Off to the races.
You want to close this out?
Yeah, just if you want to learn more about us, 2 Drink Minimum NOLA, look us up. We're going to have our website up shortly. And Mortal Machine Gallery, you can find me all the time. And Chris?
I'll be at the Toulouse Theater most Monday nights for the open mic from hell. Appreciate all y'all for being a part. Shout out to Steve, the producer, and we will see y'all next time.